Hi, uh, welcome to Orwana Chickens. Today we are going to modify a regular broiler shed to suit our naturally fed broilers needs. Here, basically, what we are going to do is we are going to create a brooding area here. That basically means we are going to keep the chicks for at least 20 to 25 days there. And since they need heat for those like first 10 days, we are going to cover it up with all tabs and everything. And so I actually removed the previous setup which was there, which is basically used for the commercial system. So in that they basically uh, let's say take all the chicks when they arrive to the end, and then they start increasing the area as the time passes by. So that is actually not suitable for us because we want to do continuous batches of chickens, and that's where we wanted to keep new chicks separated from the older chicks, like those who are already at the farm. So that's why we came up with this setup where we are going to make the brooding area here, and then there will be two separate entrances for the main chicken area and also the brooding area. So that way we are ensuring that chicks are always safe, and we'll try to uh, create SOPs that will mandate that you cannot go in both of the sections at a time. So also once the chicks enter through this door into the brooding area, they will be moving on to the next section from that door itself. So we will have a fencing over there. We'll just remove the fencing whenever after 25 days the chicks will walk out into the main growing out, like grow out area. And also in future we'll be making a cutout in that fence, and we'll be running a fence along this shed, so that chicks can step out, and they could get their most important vitamin D from sunlight. So that's basically like a semi free range system. Will As you keep following us, I think you will come to know how that journey is going along. Now I have made markings for easier understanding. As you can see, I actually used tuna, like limestone powder, to uh, make this markings. So as you can see, I've made it towards the inside part, because I didn't want I'll keep this as a safe zone here. And we don't intend to keep anything, only the like cleaning stuff here, maybe some feeders and drinkers will be left here when they are vacant. So now coming to the brooding part, we are going to have the fencing and this kind of tarp setup where we can roll it up and down. So I chose to keep it inside, because it will help me keep the tarp inside, so that let's say even if we have bigger chickens on this side in future, they shouldn't be able to grab the tarp or tear it down. I'm not worried about when it's inside. We could have metal sheet running inside, so that the chicks won't interact with the tarp, and they won't be able to fly that even this high. So that's going to be fine. And in future, as we have chickens coming along here, we'll also install a fencing here, so that this could be maintained as a dead zone. I don't want any direct interaction between the brooding area and the outside area. So let's say in future, if we are seeing any problems regarding the disease spread or something, we will think about increasing the area or moving the brooding area outside, somewhere, as we seem fit. So as we move along, as you can see, there's another marking here. We plan to move the chicks this way once the brooding is done. So here also we have tried to make a marking. We will try to keep a dead zone here, uh, and chicks will be from almost from 25 days to 60 days. They will be in this area. And as I mentioned earlier, we are going to have we are going to cut out the fencing here and then create a walkway for them, so that they are able to go out and you know maybe bask in the sun. So now we will start with the construction. So as you can see, this is what we have done so far. We have tied these aluminum wires from that end to this end, and we have tried to provide a string here that will be our outside wall, maybe in a way foundation, uh, and we'll be getting that fence here in a bit. So as of now, we have multiple wires here. So as we create the center foundation for our brooding area, we are almost done with creating the structure for it. The next step would be to add tarps, first of all on the top, on that side, so that we can drag the tarp towards the center of the shed, and kind of create that room. So we are halfway through our brooding area. As you can see, we have coupled all the wires here, and then we have installed the fencing. Uh, this particular fencing was installed to protect the smaller chicks from bigger chicks. Let's say if we leave them outside there, and also we needed to mimic a set for the tarps, as I said earlier. So we'll be able to like lift the tarp as much as we want. So that's why it's running along this part. And as you can see, we have left some fencing here, so that will be used as a gate, and we will be leaving at least a 1 foot to 1.5 feet area. That will be like a dead zone. We don't want anything going in there, and we should be able to clean that area so that we are able to keep the bigger chickens and the smaller chickens separate. And you can see on this side as well, the fence is running on the inside part. uh, so we are still tying it. So I wanted at least a feet area on the other side of the fence to be empty. So as I said earlier, we will be installing another fence on the other side so that the chicks won't enter in the dead zone. And yeah, the we won't be installing any fence on this side. So the fence installed over here. So here, the top tarp, which we will be sliding from there, it will be dropping down here, as well as we might be installing just a simple tarp here to create a wall, which we would like to open it whenever we want to move the chicks from brooding area to the grow out area. And similarly on the front side, we don't need any wall as such because chicks won't be jumping out, but we need easier access from outside. So and yeah, there's no risk of them flying out actually. So we'll be actually using another mesh over there so that they don't walk out. So we are safe here. We just want to keep this area warm, so we'll be using complete taps. So about the west end of the of the brooding area, I did want to have a wall, but like right now both of these tabs came along. So right now we do have that. uh, Actually, maybe we will need to install a wall eventually, because this tarp, it's only there for 7 days. So once we raise this, I think we won't have any partition over there. We'll see how it goes, because we anyway will have this metal sheet at the bottom, which will be like a barrier all throughout the brooding area, so that the chicks are not interacting with the tarp, and they don't bite into the tarp as well. We want to keep the tarp safe. So that was it. And also the another thing was, yeah, we can sanitize the metal portions, so that usually helps a lot, keeping the area infection free. So that was it. That was our brooding area. Mostly we'll be replicating this similar setup, uh, maybe in future we'll be adding a few fence here, like, so that the bigger chickens are not going in to interact with the smaller chicks. Again, once we put the metal sheet in, it won't matter, all these fencings. It's mainly for the chicks to not, pop out. Then, as I showed earlier, we will have a barrier here for the bigger chicks. So we'll be feeding them, like, we'll be entering there for the smaller chicks, and for the bigger chicks, we'll be entering here. We'll be creating a door here, a small door, maybe, so that we will keep the dead zone clean. So that is it as of now. Maybe once we get the chicks, we can show you how we are brooding our broiler chicks, and what we are feeding them. So I hope you guys enjoyed, setting up the brooding area for our chickens. So this usually, it's a given, how the setup is usually done. But since we are trying to optimize how chickens are being, fed, raised, and nurtured, we are along the way creating, new patterns or stuff, which might help our chicken grow, in a healthy and like, actually, for us, that is like, in a tasty manner. So I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and I hope you guys tune in future to follow the journey of our chickens. So I'll see you guys then.